Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Tower of God New World video. Now, in today's video, we are going to organize a brand new updated tier list, which includes the new SSR Plus character, Awakened Rack. But before I get started on the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. If you guys are new here on the channel, I have a Discord server. So if you guys are new here on the channel, you guys can go ahead, join the Discord server. I cover multiple games like Wuthering Waves, AFK Journey, and Tower of God as well, and also solo leveling Arise. So if you guys are interested in those other gacha games, join a Discord server and you can ask for some tips, tricks on how to build your characters, how to level up, and how to become stronger. Just simply join the Discord server. A lot of people will be there to help you out. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and hop right into the video. All right, so you guys already know the drill. First we're going to make an overall tier list, which includes every single character in the game, and then after that we're going to make a red element tier list, and we're going to put Awakened Rack in his own respective tier. So when we look at this tier list, nothing's changed so far. I feel like every character still remains in the same tier. um I do feel like, okay, I'll say for one unit who should be lower down on the tier list, I don't really know. I might have to say Missing. Missing is really good against like bosses, but when it comes to like PvP, she can be like, she can still be good, but I feel like Missing, I don't know about Missing as of to right now. Like, not a lot of people are using her. She is still pretty busted, but I'm still gonna leave her in that S tier for now. But I haven't been using her lately at all, but she is still a pretty strong unit, so she still remains in that S tier. But everyone still remains in their own respective tier, and nothing's changed so far. So when we look at Awakened Rack, so Awakened Rack is the newest red element tank unit. Now, already made a video talking about him. If you guys, want to know how to build Awakened Rack and how to use him, you can go ahead and watch the video. The link in the video is going to be right here. So Awakened Rack, a pretty solid tank unit, and you guys already know red element was pretty much missing a red element tank. We were missing a tank for red element, and Awakened Rack filled in that spot because he works with low investment. That's what makes him really good, is the fact that he is a unit that works with low investment, and his passive is just completely busted. The fact that he can nullify damage, he can turn 100k damage to 0 is insane. So Awakened Rack, really awesome tank unit. His passive, amazing. The durability stacks are really good. Now, I do recommend you guys to get more copies on Awakened Rack because you want to build up his passive so that you can get some more durability stacks. So I'll say you want to aim for 3 red stars on Awakened Rack, but you don't have to. You don't have to get 3 red stars in order for him to work. My Awakened Rack is literally at 1 blue star, and he is just completely insane in PvE and PvP. So Awakened Rack, literally what we needed for red element. He completely fills in the void that red element was missing, and I do feel like red element is still not the best element in the game so far. I still believe that purple element is still the strongest, but I will say that a red element is definitely not the weakest as of to right now, because we have Awakened Rack alongside with Vile, with Vicente, Red Mask Qua. The element is popping off right now, so it is indeed meta now, and Awakened Rack did make red element a lot better. So no doubt about it, this is just a no-brainer. He belongs in the S plus tier. He literally competes with Escanor, because Escanor, I still feel like Escanor is like the best unit when it comes to survivability. But the thing is, it's like there's like a lot of brand new players who are just now playing Tower of God New World, and these players don't even have access to obtain Escanor. So I feel like Rack is definitely a good unit for players who don't have Escanor. So I'll say Escanor and Awakened Rack, they're both equally on the same playing field. But when it comes to survivability, Escanor is just a complete monster. Awakened Rack as well. But I feel like Awakened Rack, when it comes to damage, Escanor can deal way more damage because he's dealing damage over time, and Awakened Rack isn't dealing damage over time. So I'll say when it comes to being able to take a ton of damage, Awakened Rack beats that because he's able to nullify damage, and on top of that, when he uses his special move, he can literally get additional, damage taken, damage resist basically. So Awakened Rack is just an absolute beast, and he just completely shifted the meta for red element, which is completely insane. So no, he's a no-brainer. S plus tier automatically, no doubt about it. He is literally competing with one of the best tanks in the game, which is Escanor, which is absolutely insane. So Awakened Rack definitely belongs in that S plus tier. So now we're going to go ahead and create a red element tier list. All right, so when we take a look at red element, so as you guys can see, we have Vio in S plus tier. We have Supportwa, Vicente, Gia, Red Masqua, and Evankel in S tier. We have Ron May, Arc Raptor, and Michael in A tier. And we have Apple, Yellowy in B tier. And in C tier, we have Amigo Shars with Anak, and I don't even know this guy's name. I completely forgot. Now, there's two more other red element characters, but they're useless, so they don't even matter. So let's go ahead and add Awakened Rack in this tier list. So obviously the guy is going to be S plus tier because as you guys can see for red element, we were lacking a tank, and Awakened Rack is pretty much the only tank unit for red element besides Amigo Shars. Amigo Shars, the reason why Amigo Shars is just so bad for red element is because he doesn't have any sort of damage resist involved in his kit. He just has attack speed, damage, and that's basically it. Like they made him a tank unit that deals damage rather than a tank unit that's supposed to take damage. That's why Amigo Shards is not really that good, because he's a unit that just immediately dies compared to Awaken Rack, where when you use Awaken Rack's special move, he can apply some damage resist, and on top of that, he can nullify the amount of damage he can take, which is insane. So Awaken Rack obviously going to be S plus tier for red element, because that is literally the only thing red element was missing, was a solid tank unit that can pretty much take a lot of damage. So yeah, like I said, so far red element is doing pretty solid. I'll say another thing that red element is missing is another DPS unit that doesn't one shot, because Vicente specializes in one shot. That's like his specialty when it comes to his whole kit. He one shots. But I'm really looking forward to a unit that doesn't one shot, a unit that can pretty much do something similar to Evankel. But the problem with Evankel is that her survivability is absolutely terrible. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, a red element warrior unit that is similar to Meliodas, where Meliodas can do some insane damage, and on top of that, he has some good survivability. So red element, I would say that's like the only thing red element is missing so far, is a solid warrior unit that can pretty much do insane damage and at the same time have good survivability. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys for the red element tier list. And yeah, Awaken Rack is S plus tier. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It will literally trigger the algorithm if you guys click the like button. So please like this video, put a thumbs up. It will really help me out a lot. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.